an infinite sum of the form a plus a times r plus a times r squared times a plus dot 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 plus a times r to the n minus 1 plus dot dot dot. That means dot 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 means it goes on forever. We basically look at this as being the sum from k equal 1 to infinity of a r to the k minus 1. So that's essentially, or r minus 1, that's essentially the sequence generator for the geometric sequence. If I have a sum, the absolute value of r needs to be between 0 and 1. In other words, it is a fraction. It's the guy who flips that graph around the x-axis. It's got to flip it around the x-axis. So it's going down instead of up. So you're going to have that. If that happens, then this is what the formula is for the sum. From k equal 1 to infinity of a r to k minus 1, it is, again, a is a1 divided by 1 minus r. The first thing I do is I test r. If r is bigger than 1, or absolute value of r is bigger than 1, then it diverges. I don't need to do anything. If absolute value of r is less than 1, then it converges, which means I can put it in the formula and come up with a number. It does add up to something. So here we go. The sum of 2 plus 4/3 plus 8/9 plus dot dot dot. Well, dot 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 means that it goes on forever, but I need to know what r is. Now remember what r is. You take two terms that are side by side and divide them. Equals 8/9 times 3/4. 3, 3, 4, 2, and r is 2/3. Does this guy have a sum? This is less than 1. So does that sum exist? Yes. So that says in this case s sub infinity is a sub 1, which is 2, divided by 1 minus r, which is 2/3, which is 2 divided by 1 minus 2/3 is 1/3. Flip and multiply is 6. And says I can add those things from now till the cows come home, and I will get a number which is going to be closer and closer and closer and closer to 6. The more numbers I add, the more positions I add, the closer I get to 6.
The 6 be like the horizontal axis?
No, it's the horizontal axis. Okay.
Sorry.
It's the horizontal asymptote for what we call the sequence of partial sums. And you're going to say, what in the heck? Well, let me get through this problem and then I'll explain to you what the sequence of partial sums is.
Okay.
So, the first thing I need to do is find r, and r is 2 divided by 6, which is 1 divided by 3. That's less than 1. So, less than 1 means, yeah, it does. So s sub infinity is a1, 1 minus r, and r is 1/3, which is 6/2/3, which is 6 times 3/2, or 9.